Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is Paper Roll. In today's video we are analyzing the live stream reveal End of Dragons Guild Wars 2 expansion. And for the start, let me just tell you that I think this is probably the best reveal we had and probably gonna be the best expansion we have yet. So if you've been to the subreddit, don't, for your mental health, just don't do it. And you will find people there probably who's watching streams that different than the one you're watching, because a lot of people are really cynical, and the overall obviously is extremely hyped, just as I am. And if you didn't pre-order the expansion already, do it through any Alienate Barner link so you can support them. I'm not a Barner, I don't have a link, but just a reminder if you would care about that. Let me put a comparison fast between the three expansions. Heart of Sauron selling point, the main thing, was elite specialization. And besides the maps, the replayability of them, the story, all what stuck with us was a little bit freedom in the core map also through gliding. And that's probably it. For Path of Fire, we got elite specialization, again, different style map, combat with enemies, no replayability sadly, unless you're doing probably achievement or something like that, it's not actually for the playing, and mounts was the biggest thing. So you could say at like a spike of action in the game, Path of Fire even had more, which comparable in people what does they like more in expansion. But for this one, we have again elite specialization that is completely different and probably gonna be a little bit more unique than we used to, which we're gonna get to in a second. We have combat mount, so we're adding to that but make it more special, and it is multiplayer, so two players actually control this mount. And we have fishing finally in the game, a long waited and asked for future in the game. And we're gonna have boats. I hope they can build on it even more, something like boat battles, stuff like racing with it. Like, I don't know how far they're gonna go with it, but you can build on it a lot in the game and it could be just epic. And I wished for fishing for so long. Fishing, boats, and ships in general, and I hope it can come to battle at this point. And combat mount. Those three things, I really hope they come to Guild War, and the three of them are coming in one expansion, and it is End of Dragons. So you can see how much I like what's going on here. And I've loved fishing, whether it is something like an AFK thing, just there, and you keep seeing how much or different reward you get every time, or whether, which is a better thing, and what happening in Guild Wars 2, you can build a whole secondary system on it. So it's ingredients, stuff for cooking, for missions, for challenges, a lot of things around it. And you can do it with your friends, your boat can carry other people. It is just, I don't know how people just not going crazy over this. I'm not kidding, I think it is amazing. And right off the bat, we're not just waiting for a legendary weapon to come point by point, we are having the entire legendary set out of the start. So legendary set is a point of disagreement around people, and I think it could be an amazing thing, or it is just, it is what it is kind of thing. So if you love the Orin look and oh, that great sword is amazing, I wish I could have a sword that looks the same way, well, you can have the dagger even, like everything you can have it, so you're in it for a treat. But normally for other people who think legendary should be really special, it is not. It is still in legendary, it still have this draw effect, it will affect your character, probably your footsteps, your projectile, it's supposed to be full legendary. And it will work as a legendary, and it will be added to the armory, it will give you everything. But obviously the look is restricted, like if you have a great sword like this or a staff like this, you would be okay. The problem with it is everything else that looks this way. But there is a possibility that those legendary set might be easier to obtain. I'm just guessing at this point, but if they did that because of the armory and make it easier for people to go full legendary, so it's easier for us, less of a chore to build a legendary weapon, less gold involved or something, it might encourage even someone like me who will never probably have a legendary weapon to actually do something about it, to have a legendary weapon. And if they didn't, I guess it is what it is. It's still a legendary. If you like it, do it. You can have, if you like this great sword, then have it, and then have another legendary from the older sets. This is a good thing when you have multiple sets. It's okay to get something that doesn't really fit the same build every time, because there is still the older one. So I don't think it's a big problem. I think it is probably better to have the full legendary set just out of the start, rather than having it weapon by weapon across an entire living season. We already waiting 6 months for the expansion from now, from the reveal, about 6 months, and we would wait what, 6-8 other months to finish legendary weapons if we're lucky. No, 16 out of the bat is honestly better in my opinion. But I get it. I maybe don't like how the idea that everything looks the same too, but I don't care. Then I will get the value of the legendary and then use other skins, but only if it's easier to obtain, for me at least. For other things, let me just talk about, everyone loves Cantha. Even if you didn't play Guild Wars 1 like me, you just like this change and the Asian look into a game, and probably the music gonna be epic too. It is just beautiful, and the guild hall is the only guild hall come to the game that actually look good. I need to be in this guild hall. If my guild doesn't get it, I'll probably add another guild that have it just to be there. And they announced that strike mission will have a challenge mode, more strike mission, change, increase in difficulties probably, and change in reward to make it more playable and more focused on, which is amazing thing that in it now, not just getting future to the game and it didn't work, so put a new one. They actually focusing on something that already exists, and they trying to make it better and push more people to play it. And other thing, a lot of people just skipped off it, which is that the mobs in Cantha will have different skill across tiers. So if it's a champion, it will have more skills. If it's a legendary, it will have even more skills. This is the idea. So the encounter with the same mob will not always feel the same. It will move the same. It will have the same cooldown. No, it will change, which is a big thing I have seen in older MMO in a way. Some of them, it's not that I played that much or that many MMO, but I wished it was in Guild Wars 2 actually, since I played the core, and it is finally coming to Cantha only. But I understand that Guild Wars didn't always need it, because how combat is different across mobs in general. It's not just few hits and avoid that damage and that's it. No, like Bass of Fire, they build in barriers, they corrupting boons, they do a lot of things, and in Bass of Fire, in Hearthstone, they stealth, they do this AoE, they teleport. So the fight already felt special in every expansion, but this time it will feel special in the right way, if you get what I'm talking about. And the elite specialization for this expansion gonna be extremely unique. The Virtuoso, which is the Mesmer one with dagger, already lost clone access. So he will still make Phantasmal, use his skill, but they will change into daggers after they finish what they do, not to clones, and then he will use his normal skills using the dagger. So this is a change to a core mechanic to the class. And they said on the stream that we're gonna see this across all classes. A change to a core mechanic. So are they gonna change that pet thing for ranger, or are they just gonna build one? Are they gonna change steel for thief, the build for engineer? We don't know, but this is even more exciting. Now something else people wasn't happy about too much, or since I spent time on Reddit, yeah, I know it's a mistake, but I did. The trailer. A lot of people thought the trailer was kinda dry. It didn't have this spirit to it, like Icebrute Saga trailer, for example. But I think the mystery in this trailer, like I finished it at someone that not really much of a lore buff in the game, like not that deep in the story. The trailer didn't offer much, and that was a good thing. It made me like, what they talking about? It's just about the magic that flooding to Cantha, saving everyone from what exactly? Is that dragon talking to you? Is he working with them? Like, what's going on there? And how would that unfold in a story? This mystery was even better in my opinion. And how the trailer was, like, I still think Icebrute Saga was one of the best trailers they ever did, probably. But this one was good, and the graphics the colors, everything was good about it, so it was acceptable in my opinion. Like, let's not make a big deal out of a trailer. So that's it. I'm gonna be seeing you for the next time. Peace.